you're doing well. I don't know how you want to be remembered. I often think of those people that are dear to me in my life, friends, family, children, grandchildren. I don't know how other people want to be remembered, but I really hope that I'm remembered, Sue and I, as two people that loved God and loved others, and didn't think so much of ourselves or our opinion that we were hurtful to others. I think it's interesting. Something I heard today that kind of touched me was the fact that verse in Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 2, that you should love the Lord and be holy as He is holy. And the question is, with 613 laws in the Mosaic Torah, couldn't you just keep those laws and be holy? And one of the ancient sages of Judaism said you could be keeping the law and still be vile. You could, for example, honor all of the eating dietary laws and be a glutton. You could honor all the laws that, with regard to how you should speak or the way that you should act, and yet still have a vulgar mouth. We can be vile in our relationship to others in the way that we reveal or show or manifest our Christianity. I hope you are one of those people that want people to remember you as a person that lived in that, what Paul calls the approachable balance. It's gentleness in Philippians 4:5 is a translation, but really it's kind of like an approachable balance. It's Jesus was perfectly holy. Jesus was the fulfillment of the law. He told people in Matthew 5:48 to be perfect. He couldn't expect that of them if he himself wasn't. He didn't violate one iota of the law. He said, in fact, not one little dash, not one little jot is going to be pass away until it's all fulfilled. He was going to fulfill it all. And he did. He lived perfectly. It's impossible for you and me. But at the same time, Jesus was approachable. There was a balance. In other words, he saw the world through his sacrifice. He understood the value of his sacrifice. Now, I think when we lose sight of not only our need for that degree of mercy, but we see ourselves in a different vein, as if we ourselves have somehow achieved this goal. We've received that, we got it, we don't need it anymore. Then we stop coming to a throne of grace to receive mercy. We no longer need that in Hebrews 4:16. And when that happens, wow, how it changes our attitude towards others. If we're the recipients of mercy, then we'll really be capable of giving mercy. Now, let me just say, the hardest time to extend mercy is when people are insulting us. And yet, I just want you to remember all the times. I think back in my life and some of the incredibly hurtful, arrogant, disrespectful things that I did as a teenager. We used to go as a group and hang out in the mall and just mock people. We just hang out in the middle of the mall at a place where you could hang out and sit around, and we'd mock people as they went by. Then I joined the military at a time when the military wasn't necessarily acceptable. In fact, people were very anti-military back after the Vietnam, right in the Vietnam War era. And I remember how I became that person that I used to mock. I became that person, and it was quite a lesson for me. It's easy for us to take up the role of being so knowledgeable, so bent on what we know, that we lose the love of Christ in it. I hope my kids never see me that way. I hope my grandkids never see me that way. Now, I understand sometimes you come off kind of gruff, but I hope they realize that underneath that is this incredible sense of identification. It's an approachable balance that even though I know what's right, and I may not agree, that doesn't alter the love of Christ for everyone. Everyone. And I know there's things that are way out of bounds. Certainly no one is condoning any kind of activity that's hurtful to others or violent. But at the same time, we as Christians have this sense where it's an approachable balance. Let your moderation, is what it says in some translations in Philippians 4:5, be known to all men. And why is that? Because God is near. Now, near as in he's coming, or is he's right there with you? He's right there. He's in your heart. He's in your mind. He's in your thoughts. His Spirit lives within you. God is near. So have an approachable balance in your life. You understand right and wrong, but it's balanced out with the love of God. It doesn't agree, it doesn't have to agree, but it certainly understands the mercy of God that we've all received, and therefore we extend to others. Till next time, friends, God bless you.